Hey dumplings, it's Dave Desai. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to get into something really weird I found online involving Jimin, Jungkook, and of course Taehyung. And of course Taehyung was widely attacked. I think this is such a weird thing to be happening, so I wanted to get into it and talk about it. I also have a very funny and weird thing trending on the Tweetster. We need to talk about it. So grab your dumpling tea spilling mug merch and let's get into the tea. If you're new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified anytime a new video drops. And if you're a hater, like to be the first to leave your hate comment, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell also so you can be the first to do so. Now let's jump into it. The first thing I want to get into is V being attacked online. So it was a very weird situation. I think a lot of people were angry during the new Run BTS episode. This is their reality TV show, and a lot of people use this show not to just enjoy BTS playing games, but to keep up with what BTS is doing. For example, we see Jungkook's tattoos. A lot of armies also make judgments on whether a specific member is feeling okay or not. So if one member had previously discussed not wanting to go online due to hate comments, and then you see them in Run BTS with a lot less energy and all that, armies tend to feel like they're not okay. Then of course we also feel closer to the boys because when you watch the boys play games on Run BTS, we feel like we are there with them. I love feeling like we're playing games with our daddies. If I played card games or whatever with BTS, I'd spend the whole time just staring at them and not even playing. It would be like, oh, it's my turn. Oh, here you go. Oh, you want a card? Here's another one. Oh, you're so good at this game. But one of the recent episodes where the boys were playing dominoes at the table, it was just Jimin, Jungkook, and Taehyung. And to me, from what I saw, they all had cute moments with each other. It's clear that they enjoy each other's company and they were happy that they were all there. But there were a lot of shippers who were looking at Jungkook, which is Jimin and Jungkook, and talking about how they were having cute moments with each other and Taehyung was just in the way. One person on the Tweetster even went as far as to say this: Taehyung, please leave Jungkook alone, you're ruining them. Basically saying for Taehyung to give Jimin and Jungkook some alone time. Because there's also this very other popular ship, which is Taekook, Taehyung and Jungkook. So a lot of people who ship Jimin and Jungkook are more upset when Taehyung gets added to the mix. But first of all, Taehyung is beautiful, and I wish he would always be added to the mix. With everything. Every time you have a conversation, don't forget to bring up Taehyung. If I ever become king, those are my laws. But first off, I don't think if any of them were dating at this point, they would publicly be so touchy or obvious with it, especially if there's other people around. Like even couples can hold off for 3 seconds to do their job and then later go in private and be touchy. So to me, this just seems like something they all do normally, and this is just how they communicate with each other normally. Taehyung is there and they love him, so of course they're not going to leave him out. This ended up being in top search when you searched up Taehyung. Please go on the Tweetster. Type in Taehyung love you or Taehyung life goes on, or anything like Taehyung and then an L, so that we can remove Taehyung leave Jungkook from the search. I mean, that's just upsetting in general. Because for a lot of people, these ship names like Taekook or Jungkook are not necessarily for dating. It's more of just celebrating two people that they think are cute around each other. I love that as well. So if anyone sees someone attacking Taehyung because they don't want Taehyung to be friends with Jimin and Jungkook, then that's a problem. That's not very nice. Stop it. That's craziness. I want our boys to exist in harmony, and no matter what, I want them all to get along and love each other. It's definitely weird and difficult. If they ever open up their phones to see messages like this and see that there's a group of people that don't want Taehyung around, it's definitely not okay, and I feel really sad for those people who like 1 or 2 members above all the other members. Taehyung has mentioned that BTS is 7 and that we must love all of them. That includes moments like this where you don't ask Taehyung to leave for doing nothing wrong but doing his job. There is no jealousy happening, there is no friction or conflict because they have not confirmed any dating. I don't think that they are. It's just love and them having fun, which I hope they do. It's moments like this that are going to make them not want to have fun or feel drained when they do. This is how celebrities or people get burnt out too quickly in their career and decide to retire and not be in the public anymore. If everything you do is ridiculed by a lot of people and people saying dumb stuff, then you feel like, okay, I can't do that. So you go do something else and get hate for that. And I think we've all experienced on a small scale of not knowing what is the right thing to do in your career, but having things you want to do, but knowing that you can't do it because it doesn't make money or it's too childish of a dream, and you end up depressed and don't even want to get out of bed in the morning. It's the exact feeling when you read hate comments for doing nothing wrong. But everything BTS experiences at a huge scale that you can't even imagine. It's extremely overwhelming. So please try to be kind, and words like that do affect other people, so be aware of that. And obviously you can ship, but we can't say 100% for sure until they decide to say it themselves, or if they ever do. There's nothing wrong with shipping. Let's not make it look bad by taking it to this level, where we are attacking other people in in the group and doing awful things like that. Let's rethink that. Choose kindness. V is always attacked for doing nothing wrong. I always see one extreme or the other. Like he's either being attacked or praised for the littlest things. It's so weird. He is also very often complimented by how hot he looks. And while he looks great, sometimes it's taken to this whole new level when people decide to look up weird things. First off, if you type in the search, you will see bulge right there. First Jungkook and now Taehyung. Y'all chill. That's too much. That's too spicy. That's a lot. I don't even know why y'all looking that up on the Tweetster though. Like go on Google, go on YouTube. There's even the hub for things like that. I don't know if there's any K-pop idols on there, but someone could have put it up on there. I don't know why people are looking up dirty things on Tweetster. Is that allowed on Tweetster? You're gonna get banned. Now, while there are some people who are very mad about this, saying this, why is Jungkook's bulge and Taehyung's bulge trending? You guys are sick. I don't care if they're adults. It still gives you no right to sexualize them at all. This is disgusting behavior. Please do better. I do agree it's weird. I think there's a lot of fanfic on L Tweetster. It will say that it's AU, which means alternate universe. That's right, I'm cool. I know. And they'll use words like bulge or whatever to describe Taehyung, so then it probably becomes a search. I don't know how I feel about using Tweetster to write stories. It's not enough characters. Go on the Wattpadster. We definitely shouldn't be sexualizing them to that extent. It's probably not great. I can definitely see that they might be uncomfortable with it. But another thought that I had is Taehyung probably doesn't search up his name, right? Like how often do people Google themselves? Especially if they know if they come across something weird, they'll be upset. If I knew that, I wouldn't be Googling myself. Also a reason why I don't. I've always been a people pleaser, so when I started getting a few hate comments, it hurt. Because I was like, they don't know my full story. They are misunderstanding me. And I need to explain. But after a while, I realized I can't physically fix and correct everyone who gets things wrong about me and my message. I can go back and forth with one person who is mad at me, and if by luck or miracle, I'm able to convince them that I'm not a bad person, the next person comes in and thinks that too. There's no help in that. I know how that feels firsthand, and I know BTS gets it on a much bigger scale. I want to be able to try to change how we decide to talk about idols, because I think a lot of this stuff I see within K-pop is extremely dangerous. And you hear about American celebrities trying to kill themselves. It happens, but definitely not as often as it does in K-pop. And the reason is the awful things people say. And of course, sometimes their label. It's rarely about the work because they love what they do. And if an artist can just be an artist without all that extra stuff, I think a lot of people would be very happy. Let's try to search that a lot less. I honestly don't know what people are looking for when they do, because the entire search is just filled with people now asking why. Like, why is this a thing? And meanwhile, I've not seen any videos or photos there. But to me, this shows they have either drowned out those naughty photos, or it ended up trending because it was so ridiculous that everyone who saw the trend had something to say about it, and it just kind of trended with people being mad. You know what I'm saying? But either way, this is not the type of stuff you should be looking up on the Tweetster, nor is it really there, because Taehyung doesn't really show that stuff. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for your comments. And as always, I do have a Patreon if you want to go over there and check stuff out. I have a lot of videos over there that I can't really post on here. This is due to copyright or getting taken down, so I do keep it over there on my Patreon. You can get reaction videos like music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions. You can also recommend things you would like to see over there. Link is in the top of the description down below. Also, anything you contribute over there gives back to the channel. I have a video over there explaining that, which is free to watch. With that said, there's two videos that will appear up on screen at the end of this video, so click on one of those and I'll see you over there. Bye.